Speedway for NASCAR Heat 3. I am Gary Wells. You all know GOM 1600 because he doesn't want his name revealed. We are here tonight. We are racing at Daytona, 200 laps, 500 miles. It's going to be a long one tonight, Gio.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, all right. If it's anything like Clash Race, there's going to be no clean cars.
So. Well, I did hear that they actually have damage off for the night, and if people start driving reckless, they are going to be booted.
Oh. All right.
So that'll be interesting to see how many people will get booted by the end of the race.
I heard a couple insults flying back and forth in the pre-race chat.
It wouldn't be a race without them talking massive smack here. So definitely, for sure.
But it's not often you see leagues run 100%, but they're doing that for Daytona at least.
Well, they are doing it for. They ran the entire schedule last year, and for all the big races, they ran the full distance. So for the 500, the 600, the Southern 500, and the Brickyard, at least those 4 races, they ran the full distance. Oh, and the championship race, they ran the full distance.
So you guys like the racing if they're willing to go 100.
Either that or they have a really high tolerance for stupidity. Either way, we're here for Daytona, and it's going to be a fun night. Going to be a lot of close racing.
Finishing up qualifying, just about starting finishing somewhere in qualifying.
Yes, they are getting ready for qualifying. Qualifying is gearing up. We already have one viewer, and it's me, so that's awkward. Anyway, welcome self to the stream, as always. As we get going here this evening, we're going to have one in-race reporter, at least for the moment, and we have Kay doing that. He's not needed at the moment, so we are good to go. With that, we will be talking to him throughout the race this evening. And if I could just learn to open my YouTube app and not my Spotify, that would be fantastic.
Well, Gary's having some technical difficulties here.
Oh, I'm just sharing my link to my stream with people. Gotta share the link. People gotta know that we're racing tonight, so we get some views in here. But, let's see here. I'm gonna tag you. Not you, because you're already streaming with me. And this one here. Alright. Looks like I tagged everybody that I wanted to. Oh.
Did you tag everyone?
I just got your message with Von Miller.
Yes, I thought that was funny.
Upgrading him to a 99, and he's already a 99, and he has one more upgrade. That's good. That's good. Let me guess.
That happened
FRL?
I thought that was fun. Yeah.
He can't get no better.
Yeah, that was funny to me. I liked that a lot.
But this is a historic race. This is, well, in real life, we just had the 61st Daytona 500 yesterday, and that was, mildly entertaining. It was not a bad race yesterday. What was your view of it?
I thought it was fine. There was a couple bonehead moves by a couple different drivers towards the end, but that's racing at Daytona.
Yeah, everybody tries to, especially when it gets within the last 30 laps, it's very selfish mode time. It's all about trying to get that checkered flag. But the stage finishes, I thought, were a lot cleaner than it had been the last couple years since they've introduced the stage racing. Everybody was starting to think big picture for the 500, making it to the end and not just making it to the end of the stage. So I thought that was very, very well done.
Right, and you could tell all the drivers were just... Once they started choosing the bottom line started going, and that was the thing all week.
Well, and with
would the bottom work?
Right. Well, and with the hotter temperatures, it was going to promote people to start using the bottom more, because if you're, on a hot racetrack and you're riding up against that wall, you don't have much room to make a mistake. Where if you're on the bottom, you can at least catch your car. But in the drivers' meeting yesterday, Jim France was kind of getting onto the drivers, especially from the Xfinity race that happened the day before. He was like, all these guys are out here trying to make moves, like Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott, trying to make moves to race, and even going back to the Clash and the duels. Jim France basically said, let's put on a show for the fans. This is the Daytona 500. Let's not just sit here and ride around all day long. And so I think with that, that kind of, I guess, gave them final permission per se to actually go out there and race yesterday, which is very entertaining. It was pretty much too wide, at least the entire race. So very
maybe 80% at minimum. There was a couple times later on when it started getting darker out where they all started migrating, but then I think it was Kyle Larson spun and broke that all up, and they got side by side again. So
right. Well, and just with the hotter the track is, the better these cars race. That's how this package has always been. Hence why you've seen Chicago last year was a really good race toward the end. It's just whenever it is a warmer day, the racing tends to be really good. So, but that doesn't matter in the video game. It's all about the bottom here tonight. If these drivers can ever get a high line going, it's going to be really tough to beat because it seems like you need 2 or 3 or 4 cars really up there together to even make a run at guys that have about 6 to 8 cars on the bottom.
Yeah, if you have 5 cars on the bottom, you need 7 cars on the top to even try to make it work.
Yeah,
and you have to be bumper to bumper just about the entire length of the track.
Yep. Yeah, you can't have any space when trying to run the high line here. But it just seems like we'll get this going here in just a few moments here, just waiting on qualifying to be complete for this evening.
I wonder if they're running 100% for qualifying too.
At this rate, it would seem like they are. But looks like here we've got a really full field tonight here of everybody. Let's see here. We got the six car of Todd Racing. We got the 10 car of UCF Fan. We got the 1 car here of MG Silent Fate 11. And then we got Cade in the 14. Then we got Old Gold in the 10. Then we got All Gold 4 Racing in the 4 car. Very nice. And then we got Racer for Life in the 3. Oh. Hey, I can't read, Cade. I can't read.
Just finished qualifying.
Yeah, it's about time. We got Philip in the 9. Later on here in the field, we got David in the 42. Alexander Ned in the 2. Is he even racing tonight? I don't think he's here. I think he's still in Daytona. He went to the Daytona 500 yesterday for himself. We got the cheater, JB, in the 88 car tonight. And then we got, that pretty much sums up the rest of the field. I know there's a lot more, but this will be a very interesting race. How's qualifying going? Is it over yet? I just need to know. I'm running out of stuff to talk about here.
Once we get into the race, we'll be much more talkative, although I already talk enough.
Absolutely. And looks like we still only have 1 viewer in the stream at the moment. I guess everybody got tired of me looking at esports there, so trying to make it a little more entertaining here for everybody. But tonight's race should be pretty decent. The way they are setting the field, obviously, is by pack racing, and I don't know if it's the finishing order that gets the pole, but I think they do it by fastest lap anyway, so it should be a very entertaining qualifier. At least you won't be able to see that, and I do apologize for that, but they will be able to hopefully get this going here soon.
Get this going, get it finished. There we go.
Well, according to our in-race reporter there of Cade, it is the last lap of qualifying here. It's all or nothing for some of these guys to finally get a good lap in. So here in just a few moments here, we will be getting into the race to get ready for the Daytona 500.
How about it, folks? 100% NASCAR Heat 3. We're getting ready to go.
Back in the day when Fox was good with their broadcast, jabs at Fox already. Anyway.
So, never?
Well, they were good back in, the early years when I first started watching NASCAR, and then they just... Anyway.
So, 1876?
1876. Anyhow, one of the guys that was describing, Daytona, it's like when they first signed the TV deal to, for NASCAR, they were like, it's like signing the TV deal in football, and then your first game, is the Super Bowl. So really, I mean, they've described it over the years as the Super Bowl of stock car racing to an extent. I believe that is very true. So it'll be.
God, imagine if Daytona was the championship race.
If Daytona was ever the championship race, that would be a slugfest for sure. But it didn't always used to be the first race. It used to be the second or third race on the schedule, all the way up until about mid to late 80s, actually. Used to either be the second or the third race on the schedule because they used to always go out to Riverside for the first race of the season. So that is always interesting fun fact. Not a lot of people know that. Daytona used to not always be the first race of the year. So.
Well, I didn't know that either. So, learn something new every day.
And that is why you've heard the rumor of, no,
All right,
JB cheated and is on the pole. All right.
You just
JB.
send us the invites and let us know when we can join, so we're not actually in the race. That'd be interesting.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I just have to turn my wheel on.
I can't get my wheel hooked up in time. That thing's across my room. Wires are all knotted up.
It sounds like a personal problem you have.
Just about. I only set it up once or twice a week, so.
All right.
You can accept or
Accept the invites, he said. Oh, crap. If I could just learn how to, accept the invite. Here we go. And.
Oh no, what is this?
All right.
Copyrighted music
And we
playing?
are
I turned that
hearing.
off.
And we are hearing that there is a prize for tonight's winner, a 2019 diecast of some sort, to the winner of tonight's race. So there is a lot on the line tonight for this winner. It requires the 2019 update. Man, I can't even get into that. I have no money for that. Well, looks like I'm not broadcasting tonight.
Oh no. That's right. I
Would've
do
been-
have that.
Would have been nice to know that I needed that. So you guys have a great rest of your night. I'm going to shut off the stream, and you all have a good one. And we'll see you in the next video.